Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make chicken Divan. Chicken Divan's a recipe that my mom learned from her sister years ago, and she's been making it for my brothers and I on our birthdays and other special occasions for years now. My family's always had a bit of a hard time getting along with each other, but whenever we get together to share this dish, we're always able to put our differences aside and get along with one another. Having a traditional family dish really helps us to be able to stay connected. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a step-by-step tutorial on how to make the dish, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys end up enjoying the recipe as much as me and my family do. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to wash your hands. Next you'll want to gather all of your ingredients, and for chicken Divan you're going to need about 7 or 8 chicken breasts. We usually get frozen just because we make such big batches. Growing up with brothers, they would eat a lot. And then you're going to want some shredded cheese, some broccoli florets, cream of mushroom soup, I get the family size, white rice, sour cream, salt and pepper for taste, and then you're going to want 1 large pot to cook the chicken and rice in, 1 pot for the broccoli and the sauce, and then you're going to want 1 big Tupperware container so you can layer in your chicken, your broccoli, and your sauce. 1 cutting board to cut up the chicken, and then a spoon to mix the sauce and the rice, and a knife to cut up the chicken. After that, you'll want to fill up the large pot with a lot of water. I usually turn my temperature to about 6-7 medium-high heat, and then once that water starts to boil, you want to throw the chicken in. Alright, I went ahead and added in the chicken breast. I ended up turning the heat more up to 9 because it was taking a while to heat up. Around the same time that you add your chicken to your water, you're going to want to add your medium pot of water onto boil. I also have that heating up at a much higher heat. Once that begins to boil, you'll just want to fill it with enough broccoli so that your pan is about 3/4 of the way full. Alright, I've now added the broccoli into the pot. You can usually tell when it's done based off of the smell, but you can also taste it just to see how crunchy or soft it is and make whatever texture you prefer. And then once the chicken is done, you're going to want to pull it off, put it on the cutting board, and cut it up into small chunks. Alright, once you think your chicken is getting close to done, you're just going to want to cut up every piece just to make sure there's no pink on the inside. As you can see, those ones are fine. And you're going to want to set the water aside. Don't drain it because that's the same water we're going to use to cook the rice. My mom learned a long time ago that if you use the same water, it makes the rice a lot more flavorful. So the broccoli's just continuing to boil. As you can see, it's steaming up my camera. So once that's done, you're just going to want to throw in a strainer. I forgot to put that on the list of items you're going to need. So just strain that, and then we'll just begin to layer it into our big old Tupperware. Alright, once you've strained your broccoli and cut up all of your chicken, you're just going to want to begin to layer it into the Tupperware. We usually layer it first with the spread of the broccoli and then put the chicken right on top. So once you do that, you're going to want to start on the sauce. Alrighty, once you have layered your broccoli and chicken, you're just going to want to put the lid on and set it aside for a minute. Next, you're going to want to start on the sauce. First, you're going to add the entire can of the family size cream of mushroom soup. And then you only want to add in about 16 ounces of sour cream. I did get the 24-ounce container, so that's why there's a little bit extra in there. But once you add it into the pot, you just want to put it up to about a medium-high heat and then just stir it, melt it down, and start adding in your cheese. Alright, once your sour cream and cream of mushroom soup mixtures begin to melt down a little bit, you're just going to start adding your cheese. There's not a specified amount, just kind of add however much you like. I just do a handful at a time and kind of taste test it to see where I like it. Alright, and as you're adding in your cheese, just make sure you're stirring the mixture consistently so that it doesn't begin to stick to the bottom of the pan and burn. I ended up adding about 6 handfuls of cheese, so once you've added all of that, you're just going to want to turn the heat down to like a low simmer, keep it warm, and then go ahead and begin to boil your rice. Alright, once your water has started to boil, you're just going to want to add your rice. I got a box that has 1 pound, and we're just going to end up using the whole thing because we always make really big batches, so add however much rice you and your family are going to eat. So I went ahead and added all of the rice in and just covered it, so it usually takes about 5 minutes to cook. So in the meantime, I'm just going to take my sauce and pour it on top of the chicken and broccoli. And your sauce is all done. You're just going to want to start with a bowl, a fork, put a layer of rice, and then put a layer of the sauce, chicken, and broccoli over the top. Alrighty, here is the finished product. I just add a little bit of salt and pepper to the taste, so I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as me and my family do. Alright, so that's how you make chicken Divan. It's really simple, but it's always meant a lot to my family and I. Even though we've always had a bit of a hard time getting along, having this traditional family dish helps us to be able to put our differences aside and connect with one another. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you ended up enjoying the recipe as much as I do. Bye!